Everyone, myself Asma Parveen. Today my topic is Mansabdari system. Akbar was not the innovator of Mansabdari system. Its traces can be seen from the times of Delhi Sultans itself. However, Akbar only regularized and systematized and make it as scientific as possible. The word Mansab denotes rank, dignity or office. The holder of a Mansab was called Mansabdas. This His main duty was to render military or other services to the emperor whenever required. Its features: each Mansabdar had to maintain, according to his rank, a fixed quota of horses and an equal number of soldiers with all the necessary equipments. Number second, the appointment, promotion, and dismissal of Mansabdar rested at emperor's will and pleasure. Number third, a Mansabdar need not always begin at the lowest grade. He could at once be appointed at a highest rank. In fact, the grade, salary, and service conditions were fixed by the emperor. The office of the Mansabdar was not hereditary. Next, the salaries of the Mansabdar can be paid either in cash or in jagirs. However, Akbar paid only cash. Next, every Mansabdar had to discharge both the civil and military duties. Hence, it was described as the army, the peerage, and civil administration all rolled into one. Abul Fazl mentioned 33 grades of Mansabdar ranging from 10 to 5,000 horses. However, there were some special grades of 7,000, 10,000, and 12,000, which were mainly given to the prince of royal blood and to the trusted officials like Raja Mansingh, Raja Todarmal, etc. In addition, there was Zat and Savar ranks for the Mansabdars. Though were prevailed much controversy over the meaning of these terms, but it was generally held that Zat was a personal rank and the Savar was an additional rank for which he will pay extra allowances. For that, he had to maintain an additional horse in order to prevent corrupt practices. In Mansabdari system, Akbar introduced the practice of branding of horses and maintenance of the descriptive roles of soldiers. According to Ishwari Prasad, Mansabdari system was nothing but the organization of the cavalry. Merits: in spite of its defects, it was an improvement over the medieval military system. It combined the advantages of the both feudal system and the tribal leadership. Third one, it was through this system the loyalty of the people was ensured to the Mughal Empire. Standing army. In addition to Mansabdari system, the Mughals maintained a standing army of 25 to 50,000 consisting of example infantry, artillery, cavalry, elephantry and navy. Akbar realized the need of maintaining navy to fight the Europeans, but his successors neglected it. Defects: the Mansabdari system was defective in many ways. It did not provide any direct contact between the emperor and the soldiers. Since the soldiers were recruited by the Mansabdar, they were more loyal to him than to emperor. Third one, it lacked homogeneity and cohesion since Mansabdars belonging to Turks, Uzbeks, Persians, etc. recruited their own men. Fourth one, there was no classification of troops into regiments and hence there is no unity of command. Fifth one, in spite of Much precautions. The Mansabdars became most corruptive false masters, mutual lending of men and horses at the time of inspection were regular features. Last one, cheating was another defect. Thank you.